Gopal, thank you. You can start this session, Gopal. You are on mute. Unmute yourself.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yeah, yes, you are audible. You can share your screen.
Yeah, thank you very much for the kind introduction, Dr. Kumaresh. It is not only my effort. It is each district two or three persons in each district who are in the forward and brought this change. Because of the change only, we are able to build our nursing home and develop a parallel source of another income. Thank you, sir. Good evening, all seniors. Dr. Kumaresh is bringing me to this financial forum with handing his hand and my hand together. So all my journey is because of him. I owe all my present position to Dr. Kumaresh, sir. I will share the screen now, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, visible, Gopal.
Now it's
Yeah.
full screen, so full screen.
Yeah, full screen, yeah.
So incidentally, I am FBF ISA National Coordinator for the Tamil Nadu state. So I am taking care of that also, sir. So Dr. Kumaresh saw me doing all this work for FBF. He said, come with me. We will work for the other anesthetists for the financial matters also. We will serve our community, sir. So I will begin with this slide. Quality of life. There are three words to describe the quality of life: exist, survive, and live. What type of life the anesthesiologists are leading now? Whether they are leading existing life or surviving life or living. How to identify that? Existing means they will work for 24/7, Sunday nights, Sunday morning, and they will do elective cases in the night. And the maximum number of days of trips will be 3 days. If you look at the survive, they will refuse or they will restrict working all the hours. They will restrict the Sunday nights, but sometimes they will be doing cases in the Sunday morning, and still they will continue elective cases in the night because of some pressure from the surgeons or nursing home owners. Again, there will be only 3 days for the trips, because if we are out of the station for more number of days, another anesthetist may come and pick up our nursing home. Coming to the live. See, when the anesthetist has started living, he will stop working in Sundays and he will stop working for elective cases in the night, and he will prefer to go for a 7-day trip. So how many anesthetists are living an existing life and surviving life and living life? We cannot say outright. In the beginning of the career, every anesthetist will fall into existing category. So we will run and pick up cases and nursing homes. We will improve our practice. But over years, they have to change to survive. That is restriction. And after some years, they have to change to live. But majority of the anesthetists are not coming to this phase, living phase. And they do not know what is living. So you can compare here, a busy anesthetist who is working 24/7, seeing bradycardia and tachycardia, pulmonary edema, cardiac arrest, bronchospasm, laryngospasm. On the right side, there is an average dermatologist who works only for fixed hours, say morning OP, evening OP. Here it is only one source of income, But here they have a consultation fees, procedure fees, pharmacy, lab income, etc., etc. So what is the difference? Here, though the anesthetist is a skilled person, working hard, taking challenges, he has only one source of income. He continues to live in an existing phase or a surviving phase, while the average dermatologist, he lives. He enjoys his timing. He has plenty of time to spend with the family. He doesn't have any night call, no pulmonary edema, no cardiac arrest, but he has a better life than our skilled anesthetist. You may ask why you compare the other specialties. They are different, their category is different. But my view is all of us come from the MBBS undergraduation only. But because of doing anesthesiology, our life quality has come down, but we are facing many challenges. So, okay, we will compare only among the anesthesiologists. So I have three types of anesthesiologists. One group is 70 to 75 years age, still running behind cases. The second group is they have restricted their practice after 60 years. And the third one is somebody like Dr. Kumaresh who have quit the anesthesia practice at very young age, 50 years. So these old age persons still running behind cases for existence. So they live a existing phase quality. Here they still want anesthesia income, so they survive on the anesthesia practice. And the third category is started living. They have their own timing, their own lifestyle. So among these three group of anesthesiologists, whom should I follow? When I try to understand these three things, these three groups, I came to know about the financial independence and financial freedom. I was not able to understand the difference between two. One said both the status are not dependent on current job or practice. Independence is to live a current lifestyle without anesthesia practice. Freedom is to lead a desired or dream lifestyle without anesthesia practice. Here is the person who quits the anesthesia practice at 50 years and he has his own lifestyle, desired lifestyle. Is it possible? How can an anesthesiologist achieve financial freedom? Here we have seen Dr. Kumaresh has achieved already. So it is possible. It is a reality. So how to achieve financial freedom? There are two components. One is first earn properly. Get the deserving professional charges for anesthesia services. So as Dr. Kumaresh said, in 2011 and 12, most of the districts of the Tamil Nadu ISI city branches, they took efforts to improve the professional charges and we achieved it. We achieved a great milestone. Second one is the financial planning. So what do you mean by financial planning? So I searched for YouTube and net. There are so many tips regarding financial planning. First one is postpone the marriage, you can save more. And I heard Mr. X is fortunate enough to find a girl with a similar planning and they got married. They went for a honeymoon at this age. So don't think all tips are good and appropriate for all. So coming to the second tip, postpone buying own house or flat. You can save more. But routinely our objection is we can delay, but not for a long period. Why we should be in a rental house when we have an opportunity to buy a house? My relatives will not respect. My wife may not agree. So many things are there. But if you delay, you can reduce the loan amount. That is the lowest possible return. But if you postpone for 10 years and accumulate a great corpus by investing, you can buy a house with home loan and the corpus will pay the EMI and the house is free. So still the corpus will be there. Corpus will be earning a higher interest than home loan. So postponing 10 years may give you a home free. And the third category is not at all buying an own house. And only if daughter's marriage needs, we will buy a own house. Is it possible? No need or not at all owning own house. See, it is possible. I have given 3 examples. 2 are anesthetists and 1 is software engineer. The current age is 51. No house, but his current net worth is 12 crores. And because of the investment in the market, he is earning 12 lakhs per month. The another one is also anesthetist, 55 years. Current net worth is 18 crores. So current income is 18 lakhs per month. And the third one is shocking. It is classmate of my medical classmate, engineering classmate of my medical classmate. His age is 50 to 51. He doesn't have a own house. He was investing from 1995 since he joined. Because of medical profession, we started earning late. But engineers, they started earning early and invested little amount from the beginning. And now his net worth is 74 crores. And I recently heard that he bought a flat by a single check for his daughter's marriage. And he is currently earning 74 lakhs per month. Where are we? Because our relatives are telling something and social pressures and ego, we are dumping our most of the hard-earned money in the house. After completing the house, we have less money to invest. I see here that engineering person has 74 crores and he is earning 74 lakhs per month. We are nowhere near. But somewhat other anesthetists have 12 lakhs and 18 lakhs. Still, no anesthetist can earn 12 lakhs per month from anesthesia practice. So what I understood is financial planning is a scientific and strategical approach to get the right amount at the right time. Stages of financial life, we are starting here. Engineers start at the early phase, but we start only around 30. And if we do DM, some specialties, then further the starting of the career will be delayed. So we have a major phase, accumulation phase, and the retirement phase. In the retirement, there is no income apparently, but we need cash flow. And after our demise, these what are all the things we have saved, we have to distribute to the next generation without problem. So in the accumulation phase, overall, we have wealth creation. So in the early years, we create wealth. Then at the middle age, we multiply it. And in the later age, we try to conserve. In all these three phases, we have to protect the wealth. What is the problem with the creation phase, young age? In young age, we have not created much income, but these things are potential threats to erode our savings, like litigation, disease, disability, and death. So litigation can be dealt with the professional indemnity insurance. If you don't have a proper insurance, one death, anesthesia death may cost all your savings out. On disease, especially accidents, my classmate, I didn't believe the health insurance in the beginning, but when my classmate met with an accident and suffered head injury, comatose for 3 months, then picked up his mental health. He is now working, doing his activities, but not earning adequate. So then I realized health insurance is very, very important, which we do not give much importance. Also, the disability riders, the death has to be compensated with the life insurance. So these 4 things are the potential threats during the wealth creation in the young phase. What about in the middle phase? So we have earned enough over 10 or 15 years. We want to multiply. So we go into the market with the greediness. We get some tips from somebody, invest and we lose. So in the wealth multiplication for us, invest properly. Coming to the wealth conservation, you have reached a stage nearer to retirement. You don't want to take risk. Either most of the people either prefer FD and avoid equity. But to overcome this, you can approach a financial planners who will give a bucket strategy to have better returns and better conservation. In the accumulation phase, we have three types of people: employed, self-employed, and business. So employed anesthesiologists, they agree for a monthly salary. There are defined hours and defined holidays. But a self-employed, that means freelancing practitioner, he is not dependent on job for his survival. He doesn't need an employment. Income is equal to hours into professional charges. So more number of cases he takes, more he is going to earn. If the employed person is working in a private medical college for 8 hours, the income is going to be average. But for the 8 hours, the self-employed person is going to earn more. More hours, more income. How can we be not dependent on present income? That is our question now. That is financial independence. In the employed, you are working for somebody. In self-employed, you work for yourself. So you are not dependent on the job. In business, you are making others to work for you. So you run a shop or grocery shop or similar mall shops like that, where others work for you and you are not dependent on the job. There are combinations. See, one person may be employed and doing a private practice, or doing a private practice. Freelancer practitioner may do some business also, or all the three are possible. So the purpose is we should have more than one source of income. The only way to become independent on the present income is to invest. So who is an investor? Making your money to work for you. So this is to make you understand. Say SEBI, self-employed, employed, business owner, and investor. So in investor, money works for you. So what is FIRE? When will one retire? If he or she doesn't need to earn for living further, has good money to give cash flow, at that phase, he can retire or he can stop working. See, if he or she has accumulated this expected amount at 50 years, he can retire early. So this is called financially independent and retire early. So Dr. Kumaresh is retiring at the age of 50. Some other anesthetists are running at the age of 75. So one should decide when to retire. Somebody may ask, why should I retire? It is an additional income. So if it is going to be stress-free, then go ahead. But if it is going to give you some risk and stress, better you accumulate a corpus which can safely prevent you to depend on the cash flow. Coming to the tax, see, there is one option, paying tax with strategies. The other option is avoiding tax, accumulate cash. By accumulating cash, you have to go to real estate or gold. Then again, if you sell the real estate property, you will receive more cash component, and again you have to go to real estate. Rental income is less. Residential is only 3%. Commercial is only 6 to 7%. So to avoid tax, you are going for very low returns. Rather, you pay the tax and get a higher returns. You apply strategies like tax reduction, mitigation, and arbitrage. How you are going to manipulate? See, buying a car through loan, even if you have enough money, you have ready money in your account, but still you go for loan. What is the difference? So you invest the amount what you have in market, that will give 12%, while your car loan has an interest of 10%, and you can claim the interest in your IT filing. So it becomes only 7%. So this difference of 5% will generate more money than buying a car with own funds. But this benefit is applicable only to professionals or self-employed and business people. This is not applicable to salary only class. So tax exemption on interest, depreciation, petrol, diesel, repair expenses, all these are applicable to only self-employed people and business people. So this is where the difference comes. The income may be same, earned income may be 24 lakhs, but the overall tax is more for employed, less for the self-employed and business, because they can show 50% as their expenses. And what about mutual fund shares? So there is a difference between all these three categories. What matters is not how much you earn, whether you earn 12 lakhs or 24 lakhs, but how tax efficient is your earning. So protected wealth is earned wealth. So the wealth protection in the accumulation phase is equal to earned wealth. Saved tax is earned income. If you are going to save, say, 2 lakhs by tax, that is your earned income. Coming to the litigation, our state IMA PPLSS covers only up to 20 lakhs. So we need minimum 1 crore, preferably 2 crores. Now it is increasing. The recent one in Tamil Nadu is 20 lakhs. It is touching 20 lakhs. So it is crossing now. In many cases, it goes to 1 crore. So better get good cover and practice. Regarding health insurance, always go for a comprehensive family floater, minimum of 50 lakhs, preferably 1 crore. After seeing my classmates' situation, I switched to 1 crore. Dr. Kumaresh used to tell, go for 50 lakhs, go for 50 lakhs. I was happy with 25 lakhs. Then only I realized and changed to 1 crore. And I looked upon the premium. For 25 lakhs, it was only 33,000. I thought for 1 crore, it will be fourfold, but it was not so. It is only twofold. By additionally giving another 33,000, I am getting 1 crore. Then I realized this concept called close up 50 gram packet and 150 gram. So I thought buying 50 gram will be cheaper, but ultimately 150 gram is cheaper. So similarly, go for 1 crore plan, don't stick on to 25 lakhs. Regarding the life insurance and riders, there are two methods, human life value method and need-based method. Here we are replacing the income for the rest of the years. Here we are replacing the expenses and also considering the other debts. This is an example of replacing income, say monthly 2 lakhs, annually 24 lakhs. But what are all the things will not be there when the person dies? The tax paid him, the travel expenses for earning this income, and the expenses on him, the insurance premium which he was paying early, all these things will be not there, will not be there after his death. So we are reducing all these things and we get 16 lakhs. For another 20 years, he will be earning. So we get 3.2 crores. But in the need-based, we are not looking at the income earned. We are looking at the expenses. So monthly expenses, say 50,000, then it is like 1 lakh 20, 1 crore and 20. Add the home loan, debts, and what are all the assets you have, you subtract, then you arrive at the need-based value. So who needs life insurance? If there are no dependents, don't take insurance. If you have dependent spouse, non-earning spouse, dependent children and dependent parents, you can take. But the confusing situation is here. Both are earning well. What should I do? Whether I should take the insurance or not. Spouse is earning, but her earning is less. So in these situations, what should I do? So if you don't go for insurance, you can invest. If you have reasonable assets, don't go for insurance, invest those things. Don't try to make profit from the insurance. Family members may try to get the profit. That is, in many families, if the head of the family has a very high insurance, there is chance for killing. So what type? First, the priority is term insurance. Second priority is also term insurance. Third priority is also term insurance. That means you should go for only term insurance. It has lowest premium among the all. So don't go for other things like endowment, ULIP. ULIP has some advantages, some disadvantages. So this is the endowment policy of mine. For 10 lakhs, I was paying 56,000 premium, and they themselves say that the interest rate is only 5.75%. When we ask why the interest is low, they say you have insurance cover. When I ask insurance cover is only 10 lakhs, they say we are giving interest. No. So ultimately, if I want 2 crore insurance, the annual premium, like with this endowment policy, then it will be 11.2 lakhs. Approximately 1 lakh per month will go for insurance. So rather, you go for a term insurance where I pay only 70,000 to 80,000. We can invest the remaining amount 10.5 lakhs at a higher interest, say 12%. Do not mix insurance with investment. Up to what age? See, somebody said 60, somebody said 85, and another person asked, so what will happen after 85? No, nothing will be there, no coverage, no return of premium. Then he said, okay, then take 99. Then I asked Dr. Kumaresh, what is this? Then we discussed, and he said clearly, see, don't take for longer years. At the age of 99, the value of 2 crore becomes only 43,000 at this age. So don't take longer years. Maximum 60 or up to the 30 year of age of last child. So what about the spouse? Whether to increase the age to provide fund for the spouse. If you have not saved much and you have lost everything and improper financial management, then you have to still depend on the insurance. Otherwise, whatever you have saved, you invest, that will go to the spouse. Riders, don't go for return of premium. It is providing only 6% interest, don't go for that. Other riders are accident death benefit, disability riders, critical illness and cancer. If you have good health cover, then go for cancer rider. What I have taken, natural death 2 crores, additional accident death benefit 2 crores. So if I die, then my family will get 4 crores from, if I die with the accident, my family will get 4 crores. And disability rider 1 lakh for 6 months. So coming to the multiplication phase, how to protect the wealth. So you have saved 1 crore. Where to keep it? You can keep 1 crore in iron cash box so that it is very safe. But the problem is no returns. You can go to bank where the returns are 3 to 4% in savings and 6 to 7.5% in FD. But there is risk of losing. How we will lose from bank? If the bank goes for bankruptcy, maximum 1 lakh will be given. Now it is made 5 lakhs. So you have to take small risk when you need some interest. And if you look at the FD after tax for interest, it will be around only 5%. So what is the problem? You look at the gold rate over decades from 1964 to 2024. What this is signify? So if you have 1 lakh, in 1970 you can buy 680 grams. But in 2020 you can go buy only 2.6 grams. And now you can buy only 2 grams, less than 2 grams. So this is the inflation. So the other price, commodities price, all are rising. But our money, if it remains, it will lose value. So if you are going to keep 1 lakh in iron cashbacks, then the value will be only 25,000 after 20 years. If you are investing in FD, the value will be 75,000. So anyhow, the value is lost. So we have to lose the value. The only way to avoid this is investment. So moral of the story is saving is unlikely to beat inflation because bank has so much of expenditure. If it gives you 7%, then it has to lend to somebody, companies or factories, then get back. Overall running the banks stops employees. Only after these expenses, it is going to give you the interest. So only investment can beat the inflation. FD is safe for 1 to 2 years, but it is risky for long term. Investing may be risky for 1 to 2 years. See, recently also, yesterday, there was a correction for about 4% in the market. But it is the only way to beat inflation on long run. Where to invest? We have three important areas: gold, real estate, and market. The problem with gold is the returns are varying. Over these 40 years, the return is 11.85%. It looks good, but the problem is in which mode you are keeping. If you are keeping in a jewelry mode, then there would have been initial investment loss 20% in making and damage charges. Then the returns comes to 9.33%. If you are going to sell it, then there will be 5% loss. The returns comes to 8.64%. If you are going to exchange for a new jewel, the next generation may not like the design, so they will order for a new design. So in that case, you will lose again making and damage charges of 20%, and the interest rate falls below 7%. So if at all you want to hold like a gold, it should be 10 to 15% of the total assets. Jewelry is only up to wearing it. Because of making charges and damages, you keep as gold coin or paper gold. You can also opt for gold mutual funds and ETF funds. So coming to real estate. See, this is a real picture. One person A, from 1985, he holds the property. From 200, he sells to 800. So the returns is 7% only. This person B, within 2 years, there is a spurt. Industrial development, bypass coming. So the rate is jumping like anything. So he sells from 800 to 3,200. He gets 200% profit within 2 years. Believing the industrial growth, this person buys for 3,200, but he is able to sell only to 7,000 after 17 years. So the growth is less than the FD interest. Okay, let us assume the same person holds for 40 years. It is unlikely, very difficult to hold for 40 years. But even if the person holds for 40 years, the average return is 9.8% only. So among these 40 years, who got the maximum benefit? This person B, because of sudden spurt in the real estate prices due to industrial development or some bypass coming. If we apply all this initial registration charge, maintenance charge, selling, brokerage, capital gain tax and all, then the interest rate, returns rate will fall further. Also, there is a problem of encumbrance and encroachment problems in real estate. And the family may not stay for more than 30 years in the same place. They may move. The children may move, next generation may move, and they may sell and go. The spurt, timing of the spurt, we cannot be sure. So what is their suggestion in financial planning? Real estate, keep it is less than 25%. But we, the anesthesiologists and most of the doctors, keep the real estate as the major asset allocation. So keep it only for living home. Don't go for a second house for rent generation. Rent is only 3%. Commercial plots and buildings with high rental yield, you can go. But the problem there is, there may be vacating tenants could pose a problem. Liquidity is the biggest problem in real estate. Partial withdrawal not possible. If you have mutual fund shares, you can partially withdraw and redeem. Distress selling is at huge loss. I know one person who was selling 1.7 crores for his house, but he was selling for another 1 or 2 years. Suddenly, daughter's marriage was arranged, so he has to sell the house. He sold for 1.3 crores. So 40 lakhs loss during the distress selling. Whoever bought that, he is also an anesthetist. He is fortunate enough to utilize the distress selling and got the house. The problem is initial investment. It requires a great lump sum money to invest in the real estate. Unlike mutual fund shares, you can buy shares every day with this whatever amount you have. So coming to the market, this is the Sensex index showing which has started from 100 and it has seen many crashes. many scams, but still it has provided 19% returns, and overall returns for the retailers, it has given 15 to 60%. So compounding is the eighth wonder. So if you invest in 10 lakhs at the age of 30, you will get 27 crores for a 15% interest and 10 crores for a 12% interest. Is it believable? When Dr. Kumaresh said, I didn't believe 2 years back, how can this happen? So this is the compounding power. That is the eighth wonder. But I asked, so what will happen at the age of 30 years? Whether it will be off? Then we understood it is not off, only 30x. What then I understood? Only after 30 years, 30 to 40 years, the exponential compounding starts. So whoever invests early at the age of 30, you will get a very high exponentially compounded returns. But sometimes if we start at the 45 or 50, we may not be able to see this exponential compounding, but our next generation can see. So Dr. Kumaresh also suggested me 2 years back, you invest 20 lakhs in the name of your children and leave it for 40 years. They will get 20 crores for the retirement. I was surprised, but now I realized the power of exponential compounding and I am accepting his claim. So after creating 10 or 20 crores, even the next generation, our children cannot exhaust this corpus fund, even if they withdraw 10 lakhs per month. So somebody asked, how can we believe? So the Warren Buffett says, market fluctuations are your friend, not enemy. So utilize all the fluctuations and invest. So this is an example taken from other distributors. So they have invested only 5,000 per month from 2007. They have invested 10 lakhs, but the returns are 82 lakhs in these 17 years. The overall interest returns is 21.87. So we are not expecting the 21 throughout, but 12 to 15 we expect. With the 12 to 15 itself, we are going to get good compounding. So market gives good returns. We have to utilize that. In financial planning, they say investing in market 50 to 65%. Some have 90% of their property in market and no own house. That is the second example I told, 18 crores. He doesn't have a own house, 100% in the market. He is earning now 18 lakhs per month. So you can invest in the market either individually or collectively through mutual funds. Bond market and stock market is otherwise the shares. See, some have 100% shares. Some are investing in 100% mutual funds. Some invest in both, balance 70% investment in mutual fund and 30% for the shares. What is the difference between shares and mutual funds? In shares, we must do the analysis when to buy, whether to retain or to sell by doing some fundamental analysis, technical analysis, PE ratio, so many ratios they have. We have to do all these analysis and take a decision to buy a share or sell a share. But in mutual fund, there are trained fund managers. They are doing this assessment and buying and selling, and we get the slightly lesser returns, but the option of not doing is there. We are not going to break our head. We are going to invest in mutual fund and carry out our own work every day. So naturally, the shares will have higher returns than mutual fund, but it has higher risk. Sometimes may become zero. So in Tamil Nadu, there is a good example. Aircel, the mobile company, was the top company in the Tamil Nadu in 2005 ranges. At that time, if I have told that this company will be closed, nobody would have believed. Now there is no Aircel company in Tamil Nadu. So similarly, some companies may disappear. So the fund managers keep a track. So there will be less risk. Mutual fund will not become zero because they completely follow through that. It may be less returns than direct shares, but it is less risky also. So what do you mean by shares? We are contributing to the capital and becoming working partner. So if you want to become a working partner with Adani, you buy shares. But how much you have? 20,000 monthly. By giving 20,000 monthly, you are becoming working partner of the Adani. That is the shares. So they have a listing in the stock listing of the companies in Nifty or Bombay Stock Exchange, 1 to 100 large cap, 100 to 250 mid cap. Then above that is a small cap. The large cap are bigger companies, stable and good returns. Mid cap have optimum and good returns. Small cap, they are having very high risk. The returns may be very high, or some companies would have been closed. So where there is high risk, there is high returns. So the equity exposure, they say 100 minus age. So if my age is 50, my equity exposure should be only 50%. For a 30-year-old young chap, he can have 70% equity exposure. And the retirement age, you should be minimal. So investing in market, the taxation is different. Now for equity funds, it is 12.5% after 1.25 lakhs. So what is the significance? See the difference between FD and debt mutual fund. See, in FD, every year the tax for interest has to be paid. But here, there is tax deferment. The tax we have to pay is not paid every year, only it is paid during redemption. So because of this, our due tax is also getting invested and it is also earning for us. So this deferment may be postponed up to even next generation. You can hand over this to the next generation, they will pay tax at a lower rate. So coming to the time horizon, when do you want money back? If you want money back within 3 years, you invest in debt funds. If you want money back over 3 to 5 or 5 to 8, 8 to 15, accordingly, you can invest in the mutual equity exposed to mutual funds. Coming to the retirement plan, so you generally we expect retirement at the 60. You need cash flow after 60 years retirement. That should be inflation adjusted because after 60 also there will be inflation and gradually the expenses will increase. For a government servant, the government may give pension. Before 2004, it is a different. But after 2004, it is contribution plan where we do not know the results yet. So only after 2034 or 35, we will come to know what is the real returns in NPS. That as a second scheme. But for a private sector anesthesiologist, we need to create our own pension plan. That is corpus. We have to create a corpus. Generally, say today monthly expense is 50,000, then it will be 2,50,000 at the age of 60. So you have to get 2,50,000 every month, inflation adjusted, and we need approximately 5 crores. To create these 5 crores, we can do two things. You invest a lump sum of 17 lakhs at the age of 30, or you do a SIP 14,000 per month. So what should I do? Whether I should go for house first or retirement first. If I deposit the 17 lakhs or invest the 17 lakhs as a first investment, then my retirement is over. I need not depend on any source of income after my retirement at around 60. So what you are going to do? Whether you are going to use the 17 lakhs to buy the house or for retirement. So my suggestion is for youngsters, create these 17 lakhs, accumulate the 17 lakhs, invest the 17 lakhs and start your life after this investment. So though that your retirement is over, you can retire even at 50 or 60. If you want to do a SIP, you can do 14,000 per month. But majority of the time, we think about the retirement only around 40. So if you are aged 40, then you have to deposit or invest a lump sum of 52 lakhs. You have to accumulate 52 lakhs to get the corpus by lump sum method. Otherwise, SIP is 15,000. So you look here, 17 lakhs and 50 lakhs, 14,000 and 50,000. So in 10 years, this is increasing. So your required amount is going to increase. So to summarize, carry home message is, this is our financial stages of life, accumulation and retirement. Set your goals, start investing early for better compounding, and especially to reach the exponential compounding. Lead a good quality of life, retire peacefully, and retire early. Acknowledgements. My mentor is Dr. Kumaresh. He is a certified financial planner and he is a financially independent. And yes, and see this retired anesthesiologist. He has stopped giving anesthesia. He has retired. He has become financially independent and financially free. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. I could see some of the anesthetists are doing this. They are working even after 75 years of age. So ship and aeroplane are very safe at land. There won't be any accidents. There won't be any deaths. But it is not the purpose for which they are built. And in our anesthesia, propofol is very safe drug if not administered to patients. But it is not the purpose for which propofol is manufactured. We have to accept the risk and administer. Timing the market is not important. The time for which you are in the market is important. So be in the market for minimum 15 years. If possible, 20 years, then you will get a good compounded returns. So this person is waiting in the boat for waves to settle down. Now we have understood what is financial planning. Now my question is, when do you want to achieve the financial freedom and when do you want financial independence? So I have understood that it is not a myth, but it's a reality. I could see some of the anesthesiologists who are financially free and financially independent. So it is up to you to plan the year of living. Don't lead the life of existing and surviving. Wish you a early retirement and be relaxed like this horse. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, Mahesh sir, for the opportunity, sir.
Thank you very much for, yeah, please.
Yeah, thank you, Gopal. It was a wonderful presentation. We are on a mission to educate, inspire, empower, and transform 1 lakh doctors to become financially independent. When I asked my mentor, for the past 6 years, I am doing so many financial awareness meetings at various forums. Within 6 years, I could reach only 6,000 doctors. I asked my mentor how to reach 1 lakh doctor. I may not be alive to reach 1 lakh doctors. My mentor, Mr. Dharmendra Satpathy and Mr. Swami Gowda told, clone Kumaresh. And Dr. Gopal is one of my clone. And happy to know that he's also started spreading financial literacy. So if currently I'm mentoring 15 doctors to become spreading the financial literacy. So 15 doctors spreading financial literacy means in 6 years, we can reach 90,000 doctors. Already 6,000. I am going to spread another financial literacy to another 6,000 means 1,02,000 doctors we can reach. Collectively, 16 doctors, we can reach 1,06,000 doctors within next 6 years. So I thought it is not possible, but it is possible only through guiding our doctors and mentoring and shaping them to by spreading financial literacy. It was fantastic, Gopal. MaheshSinha sir,
Yeah, some sort of compounding you can say. Here
Yeah,
also
that's what,
your
sir.
for your goal it is the compounding is. So
Yes,
now
sir.
if
Yes.
a member they want to ask anything, I will ask them to unmute and they can ask question. But many experts are also there. Dr. Rajnikant is there, Ritesh is there, Viren Sharma is there. So if they want to say something, they're most welcome.
Sir, good evening.
Good
Dr.
evening.
Srinivas.
Good evening, sir.
Very good presentation, sir. Gopal, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I
Thank
really
you.
I didn't expect you to be next Kumaresh, sir.
I
Sir,
can't be
and
the next
Dr.
Kumaresh.
Srinivas, sir, I invited you come under to spread the financial literacy when we met, sir. And
Yes, sir.
I'm expecting your call.
Yeah, I will surely join you, sir, soon.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
I expect another 50 to 100 certified financial planners across our nation, sir, from anesthesiologists.
We will
With
do it, sir.
the help of Kumaresh, we will change the entire anesthesia community because our community is earning the least possible for the skill in the medical profession. So our community needs the financial planning more than all other specialties, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm into financial planning and I'm trying to get freedom, but I will follow Kumaresh, sir, in this and I will try to achieve it in Tamil Nadu with your support. We will
Nice,
do it, sir.
nice, sir. We will achieve, sir. We will achieve, sir.
We
As a secretary,
will
we need.
concentrate more. Yeah. We will concentrate more on this in every meeting, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viren, want to say something? Then unmute.
Thank you, sir. Very nice presentation, Dr. Gopal Krishna.
Thank you, sir. We have seen.
Congratulations.
PPF.
What I have observed in the when we formed in 2017 our financial advisor. So at that time, we had only 2 or 3 of them, Dr. Kumaresh and Dr. Gajjar, of course, certified ones, and Dr. Khurana, a huge experience of 35-40 years. But with time, what I'm observing is that we have now many more who are getting the courses and clearing from NISM and all. And if not that, but that enthusiasm for learning is there. And now in the group, there are many who can answer queries. I mean, we don't have to wait for when Dr. Kumresh will see the message or Dr. Gajar will see. So that's a happy situation. But yes, I agree with Dr. Kumresh. Still, there is a shortage of anesthesiologists who can present. Like now, with awareness, there is a huge demand of conducting financial sessions. Like I was involved in one financial session in Delhi, then in Daman. Daman, of course, many came. But I wanted to conduct one in Lucknow, but not much support because whenever you go for a financial session, you need to have at least 2-3 colleagues. It's a one-way communication. It doesn't enthusiasm that much. So yes, more and more members should come forward and that hesitation should go. I know there are many learned people in our anesthesiology. And one message I would like to give is that in casual discussion, many say still we might be giving so many presentations and webinars, but many say that, sir, everybody is upbeat. These days, market is up. What happens if tomorrow it falls? So my answer was, I'll be very happy if it falls. Reason being, if I've decided it, I'll go for 10 to 15 years. It's a good situation. Let it fall. Like in COVID, see, many in our group started SIP in 2017. And Dr. Kumresh made everyone understood that never stop the process of SIP. So whatever crash or whatever comes, when you have decided to go for 10 to 15 years, I can guarantee if you continue for 10 to 15 years, you will get the result. But yes, those asking questions, if they will go by the market and assess their fund, oh my God, my 40 lakhs has become 32 lakhs, and they move away, you're not going to gain anything. So that everyone has to understand that your aim in investment should not be less than 8 to 10 years minimum if you want to generate income from equity. Debt fund and others are different. So that's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Rajnikant sir, you want to add something?
Pankaj Gupta, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. Would you like to add something about Gopal's presentation or?
Good evening, sir. We have met in PPF sessions.
Rajni sir, you are muted.
So
Pankaj, we
till that
cannot
time,
hear
I'll
you.
ask some questions from Dr. Gopal Krishnan and Dr. Kumresh too, for members to understand certain things. See, one very commonly asked question by members is, sir, please tell me one fund or the name of funds where to invest. So, Dr. Gopal Krishnan, what do you suggest? How should one select a fund? Mutual fund, I mean. How should one proceed?
Yes, sir. Generally, sir, people look at the top performing funds. But the scenario is the same funds will not be in the top over 3 years. They keep on changing. So you select based on so many criteria like expense ratio, the past 5 years performance, some ratios, all those things. We have to make a table, analyze, and arrive at a reasonable funds, and that may not be appropriate for another 3 years. Another 3 years, the trend will change. So be happy with the fund. You stick on to the fund for at least 5 to 6 years to correct itself. After the 5 years, your fund may come again to top positions. So we did not stick on to the top, the 1, 2 position, 1, 2, 3 positions. So that will keep on changing.
Okay. So, Dr. Kumresh, say suppose after listening to today's discussion, somebody wants to start an investment to mutual funds. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds of varieties. Multi-cap, flexi-cap, diversified, small cap, large cap, mid cap. Now, for a 35-year or 40-year who is into practice for maybe 5, 7 years, now a bit settled, what do you suggest they should go for?
In theoretically, we can say so many ratios for glamorous ratios like Sarton ratio, Jensen's alpha, rolling returns, 5-year rolling returns, up capture ratio, down capture ratio. But what I have seen is stick on to the fund for next 10 years, 15 years. All funds, if you analyze for next 15, 20, 30 years, the difference is hardly 0.1%. So it doesn't make sense in making our head to break, which is the best fund. Continue in that fund for next 15 years, 20 years. We will get the returns what the market's going to give. So always stick on to the fund for next 15 years. Our job is done. Our job is not to beat the market or beating anything. We want financial freedom, financial independence. If this is our motto, we can live peacefully by properly investing continuously, religiously in SIPs, in any fund. Stick on to the fund for next 15, 20 years. It will give returns. All these schemes have got given returns, but the investors have not given the returns because they in between, they have taken money out for home, car, anything. As in our group, one doctor has mentioned, in 1995, Nippon Growth Fund has started with NAV of 10. Today, the NVA is approximately 4,300 rupees. 430 times it has given. But only 17 investors has got only their folios that is invested during 1995. Still, they are continuing. They got 430x returns in mutual funds in 29 years. Rest, they came and went away in between. They have not got the returns. Scheme has delivered return because of our investor bias, behavioral bias. Nobody except 17 people has got the return that Nippon Growth Fund has generated 21% CAGR. Pankaj sir, your comments, please.
Yeah.
Fantastic talk as always. Your cloning has to multiply, I feel, Dr. Kumaresh. You will have more clones like you around, I feel, in the country. And just to inform everyone that Dr. Kumaresh is coming to Patna, and we've kept a half an hour talk for him. This PPF session that we have been having all over the country in the state or even in state conferences are gradually, I feel, being switched over to some financial topics. And probably we'll have more of finance talks, is what I'm appearing, because I can see when the attendance today is quite good. So I feel the best thing I liked about today's talk, there were very clear-cut take-home messages. 14,000 per month at the age of 30 is what you should be investing if you're doing it monthly. And I feel it was 1.2 lakhs. Am I right, Doctor? It was 1.2 lakhs in a year, lump sum?
No, sir. A lump sum means 17 lakhs at one time, sir.
17 lakhs at one time.
17 lakhs at one time.
Or 17,000 per month, right?
14,000 per month.
40,000. Those. If you can share those slides again, or send a screenshot, or just give it across to Kumaresh to share in the group. It will be great, sir. Those take-home messages are very good, sir. If that at 30%, at 30 years, if someone can target that, or at 40 years, if someone can target that, the calculation that you have done and kept will really help everyone to really plan their retirement and financial independence. And fantastic! I really like the whole presentation. I was there from the first minute. Very happy to see that this thing is growing and growing, and very soon most of us get financial independence. Sooner the better. Thank you, everyone.
Hi,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Sir, can I interrupt? Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Vivekananda
yeah,
sir.
we can
Sir,
hear you.
first of all, I would like to congratulate both of you. It was a wonderful presentation. I have two questions. First question is whether to make an investment in a mix of large cap, mid cap, and small cap funds like 50%, 35%, and 15%, or just plainly invest in index funds and leave it. That's my first question. And my second question is exposure to international market is necessary for us? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
please continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And my second question is exposure to international market is necessary for us from Indian, because Indian markets is supposed to generate better returns than all other markets, but still people are advising us to have some funds exposed to international, especially US markets. Is it necessary currently? These are my two
I can go,
questions.
sir.
Thank you.
Because whatever the fund is, our aim is not to beat the market or getting higher return. Please, if you go like that, many have lost their path. Even index, you can stick on to index investing, but be stick on to for next 15 years, 20 years. Because their confusion is a shift to large to mid cap, mid to small cap, all those things. But nowadays, through mutual funds, the $8 billion mark has closed. Now there is no international equity investing is possible through mutual funds. Anytime RBI can open that. Till then, through mutual funds, it's not possible through international equities. But we can try through Parak mutual funds. Parak Mutual Fund has got 65% in India equities and 35% in foreign equities. So if we invest in that Parak Flexi Cap Fund, we can get exposure already. It has invested in foreign equity funds, US equities especially. We can have a small portion in our portfolio also.
Okay, sir.
Now it's
one
not
more
possible,
question.
sir. If the portfolio size more than 10 crores, it is better
Hello. So not audible.
Yes, sir. Is
Yeah,
net connection problem?
temperature connection is the issue. Yeah.
Sir, one more, thank you for the explanation, sir. One more question, which is the continuation of the last one. You are saying to continuously invest in a single fund and don't take money out of it. But we need money, sir, and we have expenses every 2 years, big expenses every at least 5 years or 10 years. Then should we invest separately for those expenses or take out the money from the regular expenses which are doing regularly?
Yes, sir. That is why I showed one table, sir. If it is less than 3 years, you go for debt funds. 3 to 5 years, arbitrage fund. 5 to 8 years, balanced fund. Then after 8 to 15 years, then more than 15 years. So according to your duration or the horizon, you choose the fund.
Okay, sir.
You are going to, if you say that you are investing, so you have to split the SIP to each category. You have 50,000. But how
Okay,
to
sir.
split?
Sir, நிறைய basket வச்சுக்கோங்க sir.
Child education, child marriage, then funding for house loan, buying a car. So you have 5 or 6 goals. Each goal differs in time horizon. So one is 3 years, one is 5 years, another one is 10 years, another one is 15 years. So according to the time horizon, you choose the fund and invest.
Okay, sir.
Target-based investment, basically.
You should not invest.
Sir,
Always have 5 to
good evening,
6.
sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Myself, Dr. Nitika from Patna, sir. Sir, very nice talk, sir. So I would like to know, after that, before choosing all that parameters before investing in the mutual fund.
Yes, sir.
But sir, at some time, before achieving our goals, we found that fund or fund house is not doing well. What are the parameters should we consider, or we will look at yearly or quarterly to guide to just see about the mutual funds, how it's performing, and when we will quit or redeem from that.
Yes, sir. There are 3 to 4 parameters. So look at the fund manager. If fund manager is repeatedly changing or being changed, then it shows that there is instability in management and the frequent change in the portfolios, a reduction in reserve. So they have 3 to 4 parameters, sir. We have to look at those things. Then if it is going bad, then we have to redeem and go for a safer mutual fund, sir.
So yes, sir. This I did, sir. Canada Robico, I just put some investment in the small cap, but later I found that that if that fund is doing well or not, and that the similar fund from the small cap quant is doing good. So is the quant is having a good return, and this Canada Robico is not doing well. So what to do on that, sir?
So now see the difference. You note down the difference. And even now the quant, because of some quant fund had some problem and the returns have gone down very well. But to wait for some time, the quant again picked up now to above 16%. Now at one stage it went to a very low level in the last 3-4 months because of some issues. So we need not redeem. Dr. Kumaresh said, don't redeem with a hasteness. You give some time for recovery. Still, if it is not recovering, then you redeem and go to a safer fund.
Can I add something, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just for the information of the members, see, these are all basic questions, and still we have space in our ISA financial advisor. So any one of you who is interested can join that. Now to add to this, see what we have been repeatedly telling our members in the group. See, don't compare returns with the other funds. What you are supposed to compare is the average market return in that category. If your fund return is near about the same, don't disturb that. This year, top performer, next year, as Dr. Gopal said, may not be the top. But if suppose the small cap index has given an average return of 18 to 20%, one fund might have given 28%. But if your fund is around that, you should have patience and continue. Maybe after 2 years, this fund may give you 28%. So don't disturb. Just comparing with the others, compare with the market average return. That is what we have been teaching.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dr. Kumre, the diversification is also a very important point when we make the investment. What is your say on that within the funds,
Yes, sir.
the mutual fund?
No, sir. What I say is, see holistically how much it is invested in real estate, how much is invested in debt, how much we invest in equities. Instead of going only into equities, because our overall, last week I saw a doctor with 200 crores of real estate asset, but not even 1 crore in financial asset. He is going to live poor and die rich. Already he has got 200 crores of asset. I asked him to do asset rebalancing. See, sell some 10 crores or 20 crores of real estate, you will get 4 crores of financial asset, white money. Rest are all black. So tell 20 crores and with 4 crores, you can live peacefully. Last time we have seen the power of 1 crore. With 1 crore, we can do 50,000 inflation beta lifestyle perpetually. With 4 crores, he can live 2 lakh inflation beta lifestyle perpetually. So we think diversification is required only in mutual funds. No, we have to see holistically. Gopal has told 10% maximum you should be having in gold. Real estate, 25%. If we see in our portfolio, real estate portion is more. Even now, including me, it's not less than 25%. It is more than 35%. So diversification is needed. But we think only in terms of large cap, mid cap, small cap, value, all those things. No. Instead of that, we do overall asset management. Real estate, gold, debt, and equities. That's the thing I think it's better to do rather than this is micromanagement. Large cap, mid cap, small cap, all those things. Because we're going for long term. And I thank that MaheshSinha sir has given the opportunity to present again the power of 1 crore. And Gopal has told the return bucket strategy. We are going to see that. And he asked, Gopal in his presentation told me instead of buying, even if you have got 1 crore of money now, go for home loan. Rather than buying, if I got 1 crore, today, don't go and buy 1 crore of home today, flat today. Instead, go to loan and do SWP to pay the EMI. After 20 years, what's going to happen? How much money is there or not? That we are going to see in our webinar next month. Like that, what are all the advantages in that? And car loan, Gopal told, that also we are going to see in lifestyle practical usage of systematic withdrawal plans. Also, a doctor came to me with 1.25 CR for her daughter's MBBS medical education fees. Can you tell me a safe way to keep this money for next 5 years? Because it's a must for next 5 years to pay this 25 lakh per annum for 5 years. So I asked him to invest in mutual funds. Then told him to get education loan. That is an interesting thing. That also we are going to see in next webinar in November. We have got Excel calculation for that. I think these are all practical cases that is coming in our minds, whether to close or not the loan, because we all are having middle class mindset of debt free. If you are having debt, then we think we are having debt in our mind. But if you have got net debt free mindset, that is a rich mindset. What is going to happen if we having that corpus and going to pay the loan through SWP? That is, we are going to use other people's money. So that we are going to see in November. And I thank Pankaj sir for giving me an opportunity in next national conference, that too in Holiday. Last time we talked about we are having this financial webinars in Hall HIJ. But I thank Pankaj sir for to give me in Hall A, financial literacy in Hall A. I loved, sir. Thank you very much. Hats off to you, sir. next time or soon, I'd love to have a oration on financial aspect, because in last pediatric conference, Dr. Tirmalai Kolundu from Tirunelveli, he was doing oration in financial literacy. I would like to do it one day, or one of my mentees, they will be doing. I would love to have.
Sir, when is your
seen.
talk in Patna? When is your talk in Patna?
Sunday morning.
24th morning,
Sunday. Okay.
Sunday morning,
In
in Hall
in
A.
fact, the whole
And-
PPF, in fact, the whole PPF session is in Hall A on Sunday
Oh,
morning.
super,
Okay.
sir.
So I expect good number of people to attend.
Yes, sir. We will all meet there, sir. We will all meet there. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Definitely.
Dr. Kumaresh, there are two questions in the chat we have to answer. One is to continue in the index fund. I think we have answered. The other one is 2 years old kid. Can I invest a lump sum on his name now?
Have it in your name. Why to invest in the name of kid's name? First, you become financially independent. Then
Yeah.
make other the kid. In flight, no. If the oxygen pressure drops, first keep the oxygen mask in your mouth first. Then keep the oxygen mask to your kid. Like that. First, the anesthetist should become financially independent. Then only the kid.
Very nice. Very
It
nice.
is my simple submission.
In the chat box also there are 2 points. Which health insurance of rupees 1 CR you will suggest as claim settlement is also important. Asking for the company's name, I think, which company is health insurance.
Sir?
Credibility issue. Another is what about starting investment at the age of 60?
Pardon, sir?
Why not? I could not see the chat. Oh, okay.
Because going to personal chat.
How should you start investment at the age of 60? That is what the question is.
Why not? We are going to see the return bucket strategy. At the age of 60, what we are going to do is we are going to keep that money in different buckets. That is also investing. If you are going to keep the money in locker, it is going to lose its value, as Gopal said. So always, even at the age of 60, equity competency, that's what Gopal told. We will see detail next webinar. Retirement bucket strategy.
So
How
that
much
is
is required? Yes, sir.
That was a very interesting bucket strategy. Is very interesting. Every anesthetist should know. We want
We'll do it.
There was
next
the
week.
which health insurance of 1 CR you will suggest as claim settlement is also important, because there are reports about certain companies that their claim settlement is poor. So I think you could go and check in the RDS website.
Yeah.
Because-
Pankaj sir has organized a ISA national webinar 15 days back. So I will ask all these questions about regarding life insurance, health insurance, travel insurance, car insurance. Every insurance is dealt in detail. If you are not in ISA financial group, please join and ask this question again. I will send the link again in group. Or if anyone can contact me, I will send the link, YouTube link. It is available. It is all about insurance. That's what Pankaj sir has organized. Please go through that. It will be, you will get all the questions get answered.
you can go and check in the ISA website also. I think it is uploaded, Pankaj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's there, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's there on our group also, sir. It's Virendra has kept
No,
it as on the top.
Many people are not in the group, I think. So
Okay. So they can send a request there. We still have space in advisor group because the stock group is full. But the advisor group, we used to have about I feel 100 people can still come there. But
Yeah,
you can send a number to
Parliament
Virendra or
still-
to me.
Excuse
still
me?
the space there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me? Yeah, sir, if you don't mind sending the link again in the group, ISA group.
Yeah, definitely I will
Yeah,
do.
which
Yes, sir. We
Which
can.
group, sir? Which group, sir?
ISA
You are in? ISA?
ISA group.
No, there
ISA.
are numerous ISA groups, sir.
There are hundreds of ISA groups.
Okay, I'll just.
Sir, I would suggest to send this link to all state secretaries and presidents. All.
I'll put it on this. I'll put it on the state group. Good idea. See, we have had till now 6 PPA webinars. I'll send all to this district president secretary group. No problem. I'll do it right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will put the link
Okay.
again in ISA financial group.
Yes, sir.
So,
So
we can
Tamil
share
Nadu-
state
Tamil
group.
Nadu is covered. Don't worry.
If Srinivas is there, he will take care of
We
that.
cover Punjab also.
Okay.
You are in
Punjab,
PPF Punjab group?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So
Are you
PPA Punjab
there?
has been covered.
Yeah.
You put it again. I must have missed it.
Okay, Pankaj will putting on the PPF groups all over the country and the secretary and president group also.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Gopal and Kumresh
Thank
sir,
you.
for
Yes.
taking out your valuable time and for the you are on
Yeah,
a
fantastic
crusade
talk.
mission,
Fantastic talk.
mission
Thank you,
you can say, and hope that you'll be soon you'll succeed in enhancing because the compounding also take into mentorship. I think best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
sir. Good night. Good night, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Bye.
Good night, sir.
Good night.